their conception of the network. The network of global governance is intended to integrate you into it. It's going to integrate you. How is it going to integrate you? Well, first we make you dependent on your mobile phone, and we have like some kind of interface. Then we increasingly make that connected with artificial intelligence, so you're more and more dependent. Then we have our digital currency, central bank digital currency, and in order to interact with the world, you're working through your mobile, through some contact, your digital ID. And then eventually they say, okay, listen, it's a bit messy. Here's your little chip inside your brain. Once that happens, it's over. Once that happens, there can be no human being independently from that. They know that. Elon Musk has been trying to sell us the idea of a big hole in your head, and that's not the way it's going to be. We have better models. Phil Kennedy, the father of the cyborgs, an Irish guy, he came up with the idea of building a small glass cone which would connect to your nerves in your brain, and the nerves would grow into it, for example. But the real way is through liquid crystals and through substances that are intravenously taken into the body, so that it doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be something that can happen surreptitiously, clandestinely, done perhaps for reasons which are, public security, to monitor you. So then we have to consider, well, how would they do that? Or how would a government do it? Because a government has many reasons it could claim or could say it's good. Public health, public policy, security, to monitor, to help you, all this kind of, to make you a good person. And if the technology and the nanotechnology is so small, and they have neural dusts and smart dust, the possibility exists that we could even be consuming it now unbeknownst to us. Now, when people are concerned about geoengineering, we have to be aware that as well as creating the sun coat around the earth that they intend to do to block the sunlight, there's also the possibility that we can have the earth covered in smart dust, which is what they want to do. Invisible particles on nano or pico scale at certain stages that would just cover the entire earth. So that means that nothing could be done on earth without being aware, or the system being aware of it. And we begin to get into the domain that John C. Lilly anticipated.
Oh, that's my favorite topic.
Yeah. John, and my friend Jeffrey Mishlove has interviewed him a few times.
All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, all glory to the Heavenly Father and His Son, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash, double honors to the apostles, elders, a great millstone. All right, so as you can see, Esau, well, this explains it better. This is Psalm 64. All right, and 1, it says, "Hear my voice, O God, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy." Okay. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked." Okay. And basically what these individuals are breaking down is the inner workings of what Esau wants to do. All right. As far as integrating you into the system and integrating your nervous system with, his I guess you could say, for lack of better words, integrating you with basically to change your makeup, all right, and integrate you, all right, through to the system, okay. So there's, even now, he was saying basically there's particles in your body, unbeknownst to us, that is creating a network system in which they can monitor. All right. Well, ultimately, the RFID chip is going to be the ultimate goal. All right. So just, continuing on. All right. Psalm 64 and 2 again, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." All right. All right. And they're making insurrection against everything God. All right. mainly his people, because essentially Esau, their plan is to tear, uh, uh, God from his creation. All right, could take complete control of humanity, and that's by taking complete control of your nervous systems. All right. Okay, so they can integrate their systems. All right, that's what the whole C19 C19 was about, integrating their system into your flesh, so they can take your humanity away, uh, essentially take that God particle away from you. All right, your connection to the Most High, and integrate you into His system, so that you could be connected to Him and He could be your new God, so to speak. So Lord willing, this ain't too much, because it gets deep as far as Esau, his planning goes. All right. So verse 3, who whet their tongue like a sword, all right, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. Okay, so they're gunning for us. All right, no pun intended, but they're coming for us in ways that we have no idea. You have somewhat of an idea of them, pretty much breaking this down to you. Okay. So this is a lot more diabolical than we, expected. It gets real deep. They get very, very deep, as the scriptures say. It says they encourage themselves in an evil matter, right? They commune of laying snares privily. Okay, and that's what they're doing. All right, integrating our systems. You know, secretly integrating our systems with their technology. All right, and ultimately trying to integrate unaware. Get people to be integrated into the beast system. Okay, so things are starting to make more sense. All right, especially when it says they were able to give life unto the image of the beast. Essentially, they're allowing this government to be ran by an algorithm computer, which is set up. The software is set up, uh, you know, uh, in the sense that it's like, anti Hamashiach. It's anti Hamashiach. Okay, Lord willing, that makes sense. Okay, so it says they say, who shall see them? You see. Well, of course, the Lord has uncovered your secrets, so it's nothing that you can do now in the world where either the angels or somebody, the Lord put the Spirit on somebody to expose it. All right. So, the Lord sees you, right? So it says they search out iniquities; they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thought of every one of them, and the heart is deep, and that's what you see with this. This M.O.T.B. This is very diabolical. Okay, and a lot of you, I made a lesson about a few months ago. A lot of you are already a part of that beast system. You're already integrated in it. All you need to complete your transcendence to, Esau's New World Order is that chip. And the chip that's going to be a whole different ball game, a whole different ball game. All right, because they're going to make it probably at the end of this year. They're going to make it impossible for you to be on the internet without a digital ID. All right, and that's why they have this. They got the two verification. That the verification, the two-prong verification thing. When you got to continually verify, all right, they'll send you a code to your phone, and soon enough, that's going to be, you're going to have a digital ID, and that's just showing you how all of these different things are going to play into it. All right, there's a lot of information on this, so it's no joke, man. This is no joke. All right. And the scripture says what? In Revelations 13, which is actually very revealing. Revelations 13, and I'm gonna get 18. It says, here is wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. And to count something is to basically, figure, you gotta, let me see. Let me go into my Strongs, because I'm using my phone to record. And I want to keep recording, so I'm going to use this, all right, to look up this word in the Greek, all right, to count the number of the beast. Because this is a lot of information, all right, and we have to pretty much know accurately. Blessed is the man that readeth. You're supposed to know accurately, okay? So that word, Revelations 13, I want to look into the word count, all right, for Revelations 13 and 18. All right, so bear with me for a second. All right. So the Strong's letter is G5585. 5585. G5585. For the word count. All right, 5585. That's a lot for the background noise, The kids are up. All right. Looks so old. The page is kind of stuck together. 5585. And the word for count, all right, is fizo, all right, fidso. It says to use pebbles and enumeration to compute, okay. Let's see. Here, I probably need to look up the regular word for count. All right, because basically, in a sense, you have to search this thing out. Okay, you got to count the number of the beast. All right. So it's locking. And essentially, that's what we're doing when we find, when we research, when we go into, when we receive the information and we check that information. All right. So let's see here. All right, so forgive me. So the word count, all right, and it's American Heritage, so I can dictionary, so I can see it. All right, the word for count. All right, just to get more synonyms, more words. All right, so it says let's see here, count, commit. It says commit. Let's see here. Counting. Oh, to name or list. Okay. So Revelations 13 and 18. Here's wisdom, let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast. So in other words, another word for count is to name. All right. It says one by one, in order to determine a total, to number, to recite numerals. All right. In ascending order up to and including. All right. It says count to 3 before firing, to include in a reckoning. So it's a reckoning. All right. So you got to take recognition of that number, take account of. All right, and that's essentially when we get all this information, that's what we're doing. So it's like I ain't mean to go too long with that, but this is definitely a good interview. All right, the Elite War on Your Soul with James Tunney. Check that out. I just wanted to go ahead and show you that, because it's becoming, without a doubt, it's becoming, you know, clear that, we headed to that, the RFID chip being the M.O.T.B. All right. So yeah, Lord willing, this was edifying. Until next time, I say shalom. It's just really quick lesson. Shalom.